Charlie, me sorry I no pay and say, Obi said, yes, go for me. So, me, Ashanti, the you to say movement to the TV, and the bad, they are Facebook say, I will hear from them soon. But I tell you, which me, Anna, Mangasa, a dear mother friend, otumfour no, Montiasia. A dean may be some question be one. Me say, me be some question, say. Yaya demonstration last year about Galamsey. This year, Yaya demonstration about Galamsey. In fact, Mama Saturday. Back again. Charlie. Yaya demonstration last year. In Yaya demonstration this year about the same Galamsey. But then, Yawo ahemfo bi wo manyimu a Ghana hanum nia no omo nye Ghana nia hene, right? But even internationally, we've been able to raise them high to gain that international recognition. Obia di enidie emasa nipa no. First thing I want to ask Asante Mbegunu a omubu ofu. Adina omubu ofu no so na makofa bi yo. Unim say they don't move ye ni ne. Hey, Rafa no enye bibia o. MPP ntia. Rafa ye de dama MPP and Lucy election. Nti sa Rafa ne ye mu ye hiama ye hu de ebeye. Nti wakobo otumfoɔ di aka asɛm. Ye hye da amfa no nane asɛm no na ye nye ne sɛ ba nyanseni nyanseni na kwasea kwasea. Oye kwasea dan a oye kwasea onsesa na adwene da. Ba nyanseni enti asɛm a me ken. No fam kwa adwendwenem. Minim say nkwasiafo de dey comment section be da omu hodi nkwasiafo no. But enye nkwasiafo nkwa no hwe bi impanyimfo so hwe bi. So sometimes it is right enough for me to speak up and explain certain things to enyansafo a etie me. But mesi enyansemu Raf akwai wa wonim say NPP nti na nkofo bo mpɛ wase ase akwa kwese kalesi wi. Anyway, let's get back mami ndu man yo no. Let's get back to the conversation. Asante hene ni din a ye de friend ne nsabra ne baako ede otumfour. Otumfour ye din a ye de ma Nyankopɔn ana obi a otumi ade nyinaa ye ana meboa otumfour. Ghana hemfo obi eni wo mpa me mpomate se ye friend otumfour but ebi wo hɔ a Asante hene eni enim no and ye kan kasa mu ye wo kasa bi se de owo din no eni ye body din e de ka asem. Right? Inti omo ye ena okromu ni hene ena mikromu hene oni din mikromu hene on kasa ntre president ma president ntie in fact president nkono ho enkongo tie kasa efutuo ohene a yenim no okromu ya no mo say president fo e wo man mu nia no eja ahemfu nia eja no mo kono ho ekogie efutuo eye hwan tro no comment section no. So if say I kasa for Galamsey ho aka na say yempanyimfo na wo amanyomu no entia na me kase edumre a ese yesu eso yempanyimfo a eye ahemfo ni nemu na omutumi a omuso wo omutumi de kasa che yamanyofo no na omutie maya atemdidie ben wodi otumfo. Now I made a statement like a question that I was posing to omwane eni omudi nkomo that otumfo in the maline say a fan saying elisi in sasem ye de man nkofo so ye Galamsey no, but at the end of the day otumfo wo mutumi say obetumi esi omo kwan say e ma obia empia wonten e mama sase so because me ye mamamre ene mamane which has been accepted and mandated in the constitution and accepted by the constitution inti ohini bia akaini hini bia en sa de nye asante memu pe mi so me ma me catch me right that gone are the days when dentra hini bi eto na okwekura eda omo be kwa even eda na obeto no ene eda ye kwa kosiem no you dare not even open your windows. So what I say inti sa de ne dametrim fiti me mofra say ansa na me ba besua amamre ene amane ababa be hu sa enyoma no inti say me uji den di me buden me suro den ene da anyoma no sa amamre ne amane no me ntoto na se me me nko Kumase sabre na ye instead me Kumase that day me mpie nkwaje hwe wa abonten because e ya mamre ne amane and sabre no ahonhum mpo epie ekogya saa nipa no ebesia no so what I say se wuji bia na wunji ni no e ya mamre ne amane so what I say inti no say yes amamre na I don't have any problem with that but the to me yagye to mu say ya hemfo no etumi de ya mamre ne amane no ekasa ema ye mpanyimfo agye atom ewo ya mamra ni mu no the same to me no ahemfo ni bi ebetumi afre ye friend say politicians na ka say enough is enough and omubetie and omuntie and ohene baako a owo Ghana hanom a yen toto na se baako ene ye bonwura ohene baako a yen toto na se eye yana ohene baako a yen toto na se eye ni takitai ohene baako a yen toto na se eye ye friend say chebi hene ohene baako a yen toto na se eye odefo bom pensema wonya ne bebi ko ohene baako a yen toto na se eye otumfour se tu nti se obo ahemfudin na se wo de emu baako edin ehyewa eno nkyere se obu nanimtia na emum o kayom se ne nananom na se se bibi ina nkoyi a me ntumi nsore nko mensia ahemfie enkoka asem nkyere na ye se o pese wo ka asem kyere nyame nti o kasa kyere hwan emframa me pa acho otumfour na bodi baako e defre ne ye den na me kese ana nyeza nyame nso ye obi a otumi ade nyina ye di bibi ekonyame wa yam sign fam mafia biem e wa bra yenya ho mfaso ana meboa enti se ubodin mpo se na no otumfour eja hemfo nkai bia eye manamre ma no so na enye fom na mede na ebo enam se ebi mo agimi no mo nwene nko etire hu se de eye fa ne se ye de soawa ye de jawa na ye de asoa wunti no ye de aba enu nti na ye bodin uni ba de konti am wo rafudi mo bo rafudi eye ade krona ntia the Jawa near the Aswang. But you see, callous tribalism is one thing that our leadership should start doing something about it. Our leadership should start doing something about it. It is getting out of hand. There are some people that have created certain kind of a society that is inciting violence. And my mom will feet. That violent in India. Majority of them are coming from a particular tribe, but they've lost their self and they are following these people, making whatever you people think a reality for you. But in no time, kwasia senenitia agrobegu. The same people you people insult every day. You see that foolish boy now, okoka say, ena sante den no mukosi na me wahanu na me den no mkoche no mabono. They could have, you know, mess someone no about in fear, action or so, and whatever. A bro no. At least sometimes, you know, it makes sense from the other round because nipa ne be Jimmy to the extent that sometimes you need to, you know, shake them and can say publicly. Yet say no ke ye na say much say no mo de no call ahim fear e wo menhia wo. Na ye kwa che ne boho na ade che anopa ye ni bre no ye de na to table bi so na ye hwe ne timpren by saa impren na ye betwa ne nia no ye de kira ahodo say yenje ya mamre ene ya mane entum na ye magana no entum pon e wo ya mamre ene ya mane mu which we are being recognized for our culture. But not to say ye mu say tribe be a powerful na omo de okoye bibia mu betumi ekum ye de ne say ye betumi ekum nipa. But yen primpuntuo and yen no eye mebunu no na insight. Mr. President, let me put my hand down for the maximum of respect. Mr. President, something needs to be done about this. The tribalism happening on social media, the incitement happening on social media is getting out of hand. You know, there is something called butterfly effect. Gradually, something is building. Some angers are building. And in no time, something might trigger that we never expected. Let's do something about this. Traditional rulers of this country, respectfully, you people should start adding your voices. Some of our subjects, the kind of statement they are issuing against other tribes is very denigratory, very disrespecting, and we are one people. Ghanaians are Guans. And Guans come from different, we came from one place and diverted into different tribes. But the way we disrespect each other in certain angles, respectfully, political and traditional rulers, something needs to be done about this. Something needs to be done. Now, to all those who have been insulting, gone are the days, amambirimu, ye kwa kusi ohene na eka yenshio saa yenshia no ensam nko se yeshia wa enya boni ebebo keke omomuni mamamre eni. But I leave you with this video.
Galamsey is an environmental enemy for the nation. What could be more serious for any people than to have their entire water supply system at risk? I think as lawyers you should find space during this conference to set up a panel to undertake a quick tour of the communities where this scourge is most prevalent, to see the extent of the crisis we face and hopefully deliberate on how the law should respond. As I see it, if an individual poisons the water supply of a community, he will be liable for severe consequences under the law. What does the law do when one pours mercury into the same water supply, knowing fully well it can kill? This issue now requires the collective effort of all sections of society. To do nothing is no longer an option. The Bar Association, the Medical Association, and the universities, in particular my university, should get together and carve a new path to deal with this emergency. Yesterday, whilst I was driving from Cape Coast, in fact, going to Cape Coast, I stopped over at the River Pra, and it was, I'm afraid I have to tell you that what I saw, the river, it was so embarrassing, and then if
I the one speaking?
We live for this to happen to us.
Long live Ghana, and God continue to bless our homeland.
We have
political
to
and traditional rulers call on you to speak up.
We have to do that.
Yes.